Hello everybody, welcome to Instantgo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Today's reading is going to be about what do other people admire about you? What do they like, love, and look forward to experiencing when they're with you? And conversely, if there is a Heavy Swords card, I'm trying to block the cat from laying on this because it just took me forever to set up because the cards are so like waxy and the fan was going, so then I had to put earrings on them to have them stay still. So anyway, conversely, if there are things that could use a little work, if that comes up, that comes up. And I am using my brand new and beautiful Crystal Power Tarot that came from gorgeous Christine Alfonso. Thank you so much for this. This artwork is so beautiful. I love it. It's so cheerful. And the back of the cards are just so bright and breezy and wonderful. Everything's just kind of like in a slippery slope, and one cat in the middle of this will definitely blow it all to hell. But anyway, be that as may, whatever takes place. So I just want to say thank you for all you guys, because I'm doing some custom things, and Etsy orders are like really taking off for Christmas, and I want to thank you guys so much for your love and supporting my designs and sending pictures of you and your family wearing my jewelry. I just put out a few things that I just made that I'm really excited about. I like working with like the evil eye and crystals, and I love earrings, so I made a whole bunch of earrings and really super cool bracelets. I'll show you something after I get the read going, but it's like I just found the perfect wire, and if you guys are artists, you'll know that sometimes it's really hard to find the right materials, and I found this, and I just want to show you like how it works because I was so excited. So I found this stuff, and it's just for you, just click this 1 2 3 and you wrap it, and it's on. Your jewelry is on, and it's on to such a degree that it's like I have a tassel wrapped in that where it snaps right on, but it's never so tight that you notice or it bothers you. It always falls right. It doesn't pinch. You can, and I added charms on the bottom you can take on or off if you want, but it's like you can have it pushed up on your arm, and you can tighten, you can have it on your way upper arm, but I just love that it's that fast because you basically go like that and it's off, you just pull. So I was really excited about these. So I made some new ones out of that because I got to tell you, if it doesn't have versatility for me and I can't get it on and off quickly, I don't have time for a lot of clasps and all of that. Super aggravating, right? And we also have relatives, if you're arthritic or you have any issue, I really want things to be fast and easy. So I love when I found the perfect wire that has the right kind of flexibility. I was like off the wall excited. So anyway, thank you for letting me go for my little preamble with that. Anyways, let's find out, and I'm using the pages because pages bring messages. So let's find out your messages from our pages of what other people are inspired by you for, just love about you. This is like a feel-good read, so you can know, oftentimes we second guess some of our greatest assets and attributes. We're like, because it comes naturally. That's the thing. Like I've heard people say, you put people at ease, like at weddings and stuff and things like that, because I naturally am an active listener and I like that. And sometimes you forget that you have these things that a lot of people also do not have, right? So people are observing this in you and they're happy. So here's our pages, and I'll let you make your choice from your pages. We have the Page of Swords. I take care of detail and I stay in control. Page number 2, Page of Wands. I am always open to good news. I love that, and aren't we all? Number 3, Page of Pentacles. I am open to opportunities for personal growth. Love these, love these, love these. And another thing with these cards that I'm so impressed is they have these beautiful prompts. So if you are new at tarot, they're extremely helpful for you guys that need that kind of like little reminder, the direction that each card and symbology can represent. So I'm going to let you make your choice. I'm going to have a sip of water, and then we'll begin with number 1. Comment down below if all of a sudden you have allergies that went like off the charts. I normally don't have allergies, and something is going on today. My eyes are burning, my nose is running. It is crazy. It's going like gangbusters. I almost didn't want. It's so weird. Like I can't even fathom. I guess there's certain things on the index that go off, and something really like was going bonkers within me today, and it's not the funnest. I gotta say, to have watery eyes and runny nose all the time is like totally obnoxious. Okay, you guys. So we are going to begin with number 1. I take care of detail and stay in control. So I'm going to give these a shuffle right away. I feel like if you chose this, and swords are about thought. So this is about, people are never quick to underestimate you. They know that you can keep things in a very, calm arena. Like, you're not going to lose it mentally. Like, you get a grip on things, you get a hold. You're a good person to have around in an emergency or things get heavy. You're probably good up against the clock, and if you procrastinate, you're able to cram last minute. That you just keep a calm head on your shoulders. Even if your head's in uproar outwardly, you can appear to be very calm and have it together. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards down here and do one at a time, because I want to give each thing its grace period so we can see what is going on. These cards are just so beautiful. Look at that. Yay. King of Wands. Yellow calcite. I am successful in all I do. So people do think you have the Midas touch. They see you as somebody as like the golden child. Somebody who you're like kissed by, you're kissed by the cosmos, that you have luck. You could be a fire sign too with wands and also doing things. But mostly this is about capability. People see you as a capable individual, somebody who has their act together and is solid in the choices they make and how they go about doing things. Dependable as well. I feel like, if you're good to your word, people feel like you have a lot of integrity. People feel like you really stand up for what matters to you. You probably have good, healthy boundaries, or you're working on them. And also that you have a positive perspective on life. And why do otherwise is kind of like your motto. Like, why would I look for problems when they don't exist? Why would I overcomplicate things? Why would I be pessimistic or critical to other people when I'm just kind of trying to stay in my happy lane and do good and live well and all of that? And people notice that about you, and this is also the card where people are excited to have you in their presence because you lift their energy. You really do. You make people feel good about who they are and where they're going as well, because you're like, far be it from me to start casting aspersions and say you need to do A, B, and C, because you're very, to each his own. I'm not put on this place to judge, criticize, and tell you what to do. Like, you have a very healthy sense of well-being that way, that it's not your way or the highway, or if they do it different from you, it's wrong. Like, you are very Sarah, and live and let live, and people love that about you. Oh, beautiful. The Fool energy too. You're guided and protected on your life journey. A lot of people see this in you, that you're like, you feel this. You emanate this sense of kind of like quiet grace. Like, I don't feel like I have to fight everything. I don't have to struggle. Life can be with flow and ease, and you kind of come across that way. Like, listen, I am not going to get dragged down by little things. I know I'm cosmically and intuitively protected. I have guides, I have angels, I have things that look out for me, and I know this. And because of that, you actually draw in more of that energy and use that law of attraction, and other people feel that, and it makes them feel safe in your presence. It also makes them feel like, I'm trying to block the cat from going on this, because I see her trying to jump on this, and it's not happening. She's the worst listener. You'll see in a minute. Winter will just run across this. She's the most stubborn biatch there is. Another thing too, if you see the crystals down, that this is like all these crystals work for you, in all your different capacities. I definitely feel that you bring the energy of a room up, and you make people more playful and lighter too. I feel like you have a good sense of humor, and other people notice that. Then you don't take yourself so seriously. People appreciate that, because there's so many people that just think it's their way or the highway, or they take themselves seriously, and it gets boring very quickly. People that do that. People that feel like they know everything. You ever get in a conversation with somebody and they just start like spewing facts, and you're like, that's very nice that you memorize some things, but is this even a conversation, or what is it? It's like just their staged kind of showboat. That's good. You're the opposite of that. Like, you kind of have all this quiet knowledge, and just because you know what time it is, or you're wearing a watch, you don't have to tell everybody what time it is. That chill kind of energy, and people really appreciate that about you. Oh, I love that. Ooh, and the Hierophant. Yay. Gorgeous. I am ready to love and to learn. You're open to knowledge. You're not a know-it-all. You know that life should be about being curious, and people love that about you. You're truly curious about them and their journey, who they are, and you honestly and authentically care about what other people express to you. Like, you're a great active listener, and that is everything at times, you know, to have people that are willing to slow down, really pay attention and listen, so you truly feel heard and cared for, and you have that ability. You have that beautiful, gorgeous, open heart, open mind, and people feel that, and it really resonates with them. Group 1. I love that so much. I mean, you got fantastic cards, and this is also saying, on a personal note, you know, that, you know, you are going to get a lot of spiritual upgrades because you're so ready for this. You're ready for the keys that open the doors to the next steps, whether it is, you see the key over there, for what's really going to be fulfilling in your life and make you feel like you have a full heart as well. And with this, all your chakras are going to be like on full blast. You're going to be able to have lots of downloads and have great understanding and patience with yourself and other people, which is huge, right? Because so many people just live in their own world, and it's hard for them to make space for others where you truly do, and that is very meaningful. Gorgeous. And they just see you as successful. They see you as this bright, illuminated ray of light, which you are, Group 1. I love that for you. So again, you guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. Don't forget, I have a new channel too that has our daily pop of tarot positivity every single day on SparKrist inspirations. That's it. I was like, my brain was like, I'm trying to remember so much today. It's so crazy. Anyway, you guys, anything that you need down there, my Etsy store, if you want to take a look at my jewelry, thank you so much. And also on Instagram, if you see anything in videos or over there and you're like, oh, Melanie, I really like this bracelet, but can you do it in tiger eye, blah, 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 I can custom make anything. And just let me know. That's it. Just come DM me and we'll get all the info for you. So that is, you guys, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. I love that for you. Yeah, people just see you as this lovely, like, ray of light, like super upbeat for sure. Okay, quick pause, and then we're going to go on to number 2. I also like in between each card to kind of like have a sip of water and a pause, because I get excited and I don't want to start speaking like ridiculously quickly, because that doesn't help anybody. I like a slower cadence, a calm pace. I'm not in any hurry, and nor should you be, you know. And when I hear people speak very quickly, it kind of makes me feel like I'm in a hurry, so I purposely try to slow my roll. So you guys, right away, if you chose this, you know, people do feel like you're open to good news. You look for the positive. You're very optimistic. You also bring good news with you. You're not one of those dumpers, you know, where like, you wouldn't believe what a day I'm having, negative, 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 and like start dragging people down. Like, you don't do that. You cull yourself with that. You notice that because you are aware of self. You're aware of how your energy affects other people, and you know they're not deserving of some negativity dump. And some people aren't. They busted that door. They kicked that door down. Guess at every bad thing that happened to me in the last 24 hours. Let me tell you about it. And then you're left holding this bag of crazy that you don't deserve, right? So you have recognized that behavior in others, so you don't do that. You're very careful not to do that. In fact, you're much more happy to share good news and share the good times and let it roll. And you are always open. Like, you want to hear people know that you are a natural cheerleader and that you feel good and you know there's enough to go around. And that makes people feel really great about being around you. There you go. Look at this. You have the 10 of Wands. You love and care for yourself first. You don't let yourself get overburdened, so then you're carrying the weight of everybody else, their misfortune, so on and so forth. That causes negativity, and it causes aging very quickly. You know, people that are very worried all the time, very critical or bitter, they age very quickly. Cheryl, you'll know about this conversation we had earlier about this, right? Relatives that, you know, relatives, friends, it doesn't matter who, when they are bitter, a bitterness and negativity really does premature aging 100%. You can read it on someone's face. So this is saying you love and care for yourself first, so you will have your act together. So people see you as somebody like that. You are solid. You're dependable, because you're not a yes person that's just like yes, 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 or you want to be liked, so you'll do all these things for everybody and then get exhausted and then feel like you're obligated to people and then have resentment because of it. You're just not going to do that anymore. I feel like in the past that might have been an issue. You recognize it. I, for one, used to do that, not because I wanted to be liked or as a yes person, but because I wanted to almost prove to myself that I was capable to do all these things. But then I realized it always should be quality over quantity. And the more you say yes to, the more you have to water down your other yeses, right? So I really wanted quality, so I knew when to say no. And you know how to do that for your mental health, for your well-being, for everything. So people see you as a really kind of polished, overall well-rounded person that has it together, that knows their priorities in life. Definitely, that people are just like, yeah, if you want it something done and done well, this person can do it. Now, I love this because this is saying too, whatever you decide, you trust in the outcome. You're not going to overthink things. In the past, that might have been an issue where, you know, it's like, you prevaricate or overthink. You realize it doesn't get you anywhere, because once we just choose something, we then have to decide to be happy with our choice, right? And then move on and make the best and do the best with that energy and where it's going, instead of just being stagnant and being worried and having fear of missing out. And whatever you decide, you're trusting, I did this and now I'm going to, you know, benefit from it and all of that. So people are really, I feel like this is sharp business acumen. People are impressed with your business acumen if you're a student, the way you're able to be concise. Also in terms of conversation, that you're able to kind of like get your point across succinctly and kind of nice, like you have a way with words and a lovely flourish. So a lot of you guys may be writers, you may just be eloquent speakers, and people like to have conversations with you because it's also a two-way street. You see this twos, like your deposit and withdrawal are equal in your contribution to conversations. You really do care and have active listening when people are speaking, and you also contribute to it and you elevate a situation, which I really like. And I always feel like this is kind of like the elevated thought card too. 11, the Six of Cups. I remember and treasure past happiness. That you know, people don't necessarily, they don't remember like what we say and or anything or things like that times, but we definitely remember how people make us feel. And you leave people better off than you found them. You give them a state of upliftedness, because you do like to participate in happy ideas, ideals, thoughts, and conversations. Like, oh, remember that time we did this and that, and then you kind of get to relive it in a really positive front. So you elevate the conversation and the mood, you know, and the vibration. So you're a very high vibration person, and people feel this. And again, look at these equal numbers, 6, 3, and 3. You're excellent at listening as well as speaking, paying attention. And I feel like you're also a really great detail-orientated person with this card. Just something about it. It's like you just cover all those little, you know, you close those tabs out, you finish and you complete things. And one of those things that you're true to your word and you have a lot of integrity too. Like there's a good balance in your world. You have a good emotional balance, because you realize when you're running low, oh, I might want to kind of take a couple steps back so I can replenish myself and renew. And I feel like you always have a great perspective on things. Something about your perspective and how positive is really uplifts other people, and they like being around that. Again, just constantly elevating everything, you know. And also I feel like you give excellent advice. I feel like people come to you for advice and you just kind of, you have a handle on it. You're like, you know what, you are very multi-dimensional in that capacity, where you're like, you reach from past experiences, you reinform yourself. So I just feel like you're a nice font of information for people. They might come to you about relationships with other things, and you're just really good at, you know, sharing that information and doing a really good job of it. A lot of wisdom that's implemented into your thought process, and people really appreciate that. As well as I feel like a lot of you might get complimented on your voice and the way you speak as well, because it's calming, it's soothing, and it's helpful as well. So I love that for you, group 2. Beautiful energy, you guys. Again, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melanie. Thank you so much. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. It so helps, you guys. All my links are down below. If you want a private read, I get your reading back to you within 48 hours as well. I'd love for you to come over to Instagram. It's SparKrist11. I do daily posts and memes and tarot inspired things, and it's, you know, just an inspirational channel. But I also, you know, I have great conversations over on the DMs with people. If you have questions, feel free to come over there. And I always do have fun super specials on my jewelry and other things like that. So love this energy for you guys. And also this is saying prepare for good news, because I feel like good news is coming your way. So now we're going to go on to number 3, you guys. Quick sip of water, and we're going to find out Page of Pentacles. You know, it's interesting, right? When I saw this, I realized, people see you not only, but this is true, you are open to opportunities for personal growth. You're probably oftentimes going to inspirational channels, readers, ideas. You probably listen to Marissa Peers and other people. You want to work on who you are as a person for your well-being, for your mental health, for all of that. And you realize it does take work. It takes study, upkeep. Me too. I mean, I know that all the tools, even at my disposal, sometimes I just start to wig out and short circuit because I do want to know a lot. I do want to accomplish a lot. And I do help a lot of people in different stages of their life. So I want to make sure I'm informed. So sometimes, I have to be careful to be like, okay, let's calm down and let's study what will be helpful in this instance, right? Like if it is astrological, I can study up on that. And that helps my personal growth and active listening and patience. Because I feel like you're able to pinpoint, and people know this about you, that you help them with their personal growth because you speak from a place of strength and experience, and you help people with that as well. And people are really, they know that they're fortunate to have you in their life or to learn things from you as well, because I feel like you provide them the kind of like with the bits and tidbits of information they need to help them reach a new step, a new stable step in life, in relationships, and different things. You're just really great at that. Oh, look at this. Ace of Wands. You are inspired to follow your passion. People look up to you because you do this. You're probably a creative. You're probably somebody that says, I don't need to work in a cubicle for other people. And if you do, you still have a creative outlet, and people are like, wow, so-and-so really does just go for it. They go out and they do that writing, they have that vlog, it can be any form of expression, to dress beautifully, express themselves beautifully, make gorgeous jewelry, make works of art, make whatever clothing. And, people are really inspired and impressed by your craftsmanship to whatever you do. This is definitely the card for that, because creativity, I believe, is a straight, direct gift from source. We don't overanalyze. When we're inspired, we go for it. We get our materials and we start working. People are very impressed by that. And also your level of commitment and professionalism to it. It's like you do not produce junk. You will redo, repurpose, rewrite, redo, whatever, to make it polished and make it nice, because it matters. It's an expression of you and it's part of you, and you devote time and care to it. And I feel like you're constantly elevating your game in that. And people are very like, wow, that is some no substandard crap here. This is some great upper tier stuff that you produce. And people they're like, the time and effort is worth it. So know that yourself, that people just really think, you do an excellent job. I actively hold true to my values. Yeah, the Seven of Wands is about, listen, I don't have to be on the defensive, but here are my boundaries. You'll have strong boundaries, a healthy set, and you're not going to compromise. You're going to keep that integrity in your work and what you do, how you do it, what you say, what you feel, that kind of true north. People don't see you as wishy-washy. They know you're solid. They know you're dependable. This is really the dependability card. Like, you're going to stand up for yourself. You're going to stand up for them. So family members, they feel like they can trust you. You're probably, that secret keeper. I feel like people probably come to you and they're like, oh, I really want to share this information and express this. And they know that their secrets are safe with you because you're very trustworthy. And you also, people know where you stand. You're strong. You're strong in your convictions, and you're not going to backpedal in regards to any of that. You're like, nope, this is it. This is where I draw the line in the sand. That's when that is too much. That is when that is too little. Like, you're really concise within that. And so people know where they stand with you. And that's a really great feeling. And they like that as well, because then they know, what's going on. Now, Nine of Cups, I trust in the flow of life. People also see you as someone who is trusting, who's honest, and you expect others to sort of be that way. Listen, you're very truthful. I feel like this is, part of that. You trust that there is a beautiful source energy, that there are angels, there are guides, there are things and energies that sometimes are inexplicable, but they are there and they help us, and they have a capacity to bring us to our best vibration, to our best selves. And you believe that, and you believe in the flow of life. Things come. If you don't get things right away, you don't get all wigged out about it. You realize, listen, each season, in each season, sometimes there's fallow, sometimes there's harvest and feast, that in each thing, those peaks and valleys, it's cyclical. It comes back around. Yeah, bank account may be on zip, but it's going to be back up there with some good number soon. You know, ideas aren't flowing right at this moment. That's okay. We're not meant to be absolute geniuses 24/7. Let's get realistic. You'll get back in the flow. And you also don't get derailed by silly and little things. And people are kind of like impressed by your ability to not take on other people's pessimism or criticism, because you realize it's their energy and you hold strong in who you are. If you want to be quirky, funny, different, and just full on weird, you're going to do that, because what is weird anyway? It's all a different perception, and everybody, what can be completely normal or abnormal to somebody else can be the opposite to somebody else. But you don't really have a care or worry about that, because you're strong and solid in who you are, and you're going to express that. So people are really impressed by that too. Like, dude, they are going to have purple hair. They're going to have green hair. They are going to have one long fingernail. They are going to have shoes that don't match. They're going to do whatever the hell they're going to do, and they're not too worried about what you think about it. And people are impressed by that. I really do like people that are just 100% authentic themselves and express themselves. I love me a Cyndi Lauper. I just love what other people may say is kooky. I just see as expressive, right? I love tattoos. I love wild color hairs. I love wild dressing. I love everything that's super just pop and different. Nothing scares me more than like Stepford wifey behaviors or cookie cutter things. Like, I don't like things starting to look like everybody is looking the same. I freak out when I see that. Do you ever go to a party and you're like, oh my God, everybody has like the same outfits on with the same handbags, the same everything. And you know, there's usually a lack of originality in that. And I feel like you are a very stamped, solid, delivered, original, and people love that about you, because you could really care less about, you know, other people's opinions of you. You're like, I like it, I love it, I'm gonna do me. And you know, there's a purity in that, there's a simplicity in that, and there's you know, you're honoring your true self, and people really like that and respect that. So good for you, group 3. I love that. So if that's you guys, comment down below too if you have like a fun, quirky sense of self, and you're proud about it, right? Like, I like that I have full out conversations with myself in public. If I'm excited about something, I'm going to talk to myself about why I love this food, this jewel, or whatever, super loud, because I'm my best friend when I'm alone shopping. And I don't really care. And every once in a while I'll look up and like, kids dig it, because they're like, yeah, that lady's got imaginary friends like I do. Like today, Joni and I were in the store, and this girl was singing at the top of her little old lungs some Christmas song that was on the coming through the speakers, and it was the cutest thing ever. I just love it, you know, just people in a natural, joyful state doing them, and that is definitely you. So that is you, gorgeous number 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you need a private read, I get back to you within 48 hours with your reading. Come on over to Instagram at SparKrist11 and get in on the giveaways. I'm still deciding what to do. I've been making so much stuff. I think I'm going to do it with like these set of these like stretchies, or I made a whole bunch because I got so psyched. I made like 3 or 4 sets of different things. So I'll probably be doing like a giveaway with some of those as well. Again, thank you guys for all my people over on Etsy for supporting my designs. It really means the world to me, and to Christine for this beautiful deck. Awesome. I love it. I gotta tell you guys, I really do. My heart just swells when you guys, you know, go on my Amazon wish list and you send me decks, and it's like, I never forget. And every time I touch and handle the deck, I actually think of the person that sends it to me. And, you know, because I love to give, and I get so excited. Like, if I'm sneaking presents into Etsy orders, I'm like, oh, I can't wait till so-and-so opens this. Like, I love giving, but receiving is so wonderful. You know, the thought process that there is always more than enough, and generosity of persons is very speaking to someone's character. So thank you guys. Love and light.